Looking cleanish.
Hey guys, and hello. What is it today? Today, Wednesday? Oh my gosh, happy Wednesday. Hopefully, you guys have finished up 2 successful days of desensitizing your dogs to fireworks, and we're going on to day 3. I'm going to go ahead and put my comments on. So if you are here from Facebook, please give me a thumbs up. Yes, let me know that you can see and hear me. That would be great. So I will actually have a sip of my coffee and make sure that I am not just here by myself. I do have an amazing guest for you today that is going to be featuring some, yay. Okay, so we got a thumbs up. Perfect. I got a tan thumbs up and a chocolate thumbs up. Isn't that funny that you can do that? I love that. So really quick, if you're on Facebook Live and you're watching this, there's up on the top paragraph where it says that, hey, we're going to be streaming live. If you can push that button and accept that StreamYard can see you, when you do give me a comment, I'm going to actually know who it is. So it's a really cool platform. It's a new platform that we're going to be featuring our live channels and ongoing go live, just so that we can really get into looking at your comments and digesting them and giving you feedback right then and there. Yay, Pam did it. Awesome. So here's what it looks like. Isn't that cool? I love it. So if you have a question or a statement or something that you'd like to share, I'm going to be able to answer it pretty quickly. So just to review, we are here for the 5-day challenge in which we are asking you and begging you to desensitize your dog to the sounds of the upcoming 4th of July festivities, not just the noises, but the whole day in general. Pam mentioned yesterday that she's having a block party, so we were able to problem solve and figure out what that day should look like. So we are doing 2 5-day challenges. I didn't announce it except for our current clients for this current week, because I really wanted to get some, feedback from you, so that when we go into the following week, when we have new people, we're going to be able to give them some concrete pictures and videos. So all of your stuff that you're sharing is really giving a lot of other people some good ideas, and it's letting me know that you're actually doing it. So day 1, we talked about creating that safe space, and I showed you my training room, which is my living room, kitchen, and dining room. Bentley, do you see him? Do you guys see him? It's not time yet. Off. Come on, baby. Come on. There we go. Oh my God, how funny is that? He did that the other day when I was reviewing the video. I was like, oh, he's so hungry, and that's why 8:30 is challenging for us, but that's okay. It's going to be fun. Anyways, day 1, we talked about finding that right space, the space that your dog can really relax. You've got all the white noise. You're trying to block out all the sounds as much as possible. And then whatever is coming in, he'll be like, been there, done that. That's what we're trying to do. Day 2, we talked about adding some louder noises besides just the normal fireworks stuff on how, you're getting from your TV or from your phone. We added those big bang noises where my mom was dropping pots and pans and it was pretty loud. And then we were offering a reinforcement from there. And then here, day 3, I have a guest. Now I'm like, I need to move that, but I'll get day 3. I have an amazing guest. You guys have seen me work with her quite a bit. And I actually met her at the Karen Pryor Academy about 4 years ago. And she was one of those, she first pulled up to the parking lot and she literally had dog stuff all the way to the roof. And I don't know if she actually remembers that. And then she came out, I want to say she had 3 dogs and all this stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh. And so I knew right away I'd like her just because she was super funny and bubbly. And then the more I got to know her, and it wasn't really like we didn't have a space where everyone can kind of, get to know each other really quickly. But what happened is our dogs, like Bentley and Delilah Jane, were just instant friends, and it really kind of sparked our friendship as well. But Laura is not only a certified dog trainer, she also went to Care and Private Academy, so she's a KPA grad, but she's a host of an upcoming show called The Dog Masters. She's also the founder of Nativo's pet company, which you guys have seen us use all of her num nums, right? And any of you are using num nums, give her a thumbs up, right? Aren't they awesome? And then what's really cool that's just happened is that she signed on as a training advisor for Dog TV. So she's going to be featured there. And she's got a little link to share with you in a little bit where you guys can go see all of they're doing an enrichment project and things like that. Hey, Christina, thank you. I love that. See, watch. Now I can see your name. Isn't that pretty cool? I love it. All right. So here is Laura. Hi, Laura. Let me unmute you and just say a quick hello.
Good morning, everyone. Hello. Thank you so much for joining us this early. I guess maybe it's not early for some people. I'm like a night owl, so I'm a little amped on coffee because I had to get myself going so that I could keep up with Yo. But I'm really excited to be here. My dogs are half asleep, and as soon as I start pulling out the num-nums to do some training, you're going to see them all wake up. They're going to be really excited. Fireworks training is something that I've always been passionate about just because, like most of you, I live in an area where there's the official fireworks, and then there's also a lot of illegal displays going on. And unfortunately, we have no control over what people in our communities are doing. So for me, it's always been really important.
You get so upset, Walter's like, people are getting mad at the people that are doing it, but we really don't have any control. There's absolutely nothing we can do except work with our dogs, right?
Exactly. So I'm really excited to be here. I have Delilah Jane as one of the very few dogs who actually is totally comfortable with fireworks. I wouldn't say that she likes them, but I can have her with me at a fireworks display off leash, her tail's wagging, because she understands boom equals treat. And so there's so many different things we can do. And I'm excited to share a couple of different new ways to desensitize your dog to loud sounds today.
So awesome. Before Laura, I'm going to give Laura the entire platform in just a quick second. Before I give her the entire platform, I just want to review the 3 things that we are doing to desensitize our dogs. Like what we're featuring games to play. We're featuring play itself, like any kind of toy play. And then you're doing training. So you can play, you can give them enrichment feeders, and then you can also just do a training session. As far as the volume goes, the volume does need to start off low and gradually move up. Today, day 3, we're up to 15 minutes. So that maybe means 5 minutes of what Laura's going to show you, and then the rest of the time can be an interactive feeder that's just going on in the same room. So that's one thing I want to say. The last thing is that tomorrow we are going to be going outside because there are sometimes noises that happen when you're out on a walk. So it's a great way, since we're focused in the next 2 weeks on noises, that you're able to understand how to maybe do it outside. All right, Laura, so I'm going to give you the platform. Let us know exactly what you're doing and how you're doing it, and then let's see this live demonstration. Hi, guys.
All right, cool. Thank you, everyone. So I've got, how many of you are ordering Amazon packages right now? I think with quarantine, so many of us are doing our shopping online, and I'm a big fan of trying to conserve resources and upcycle. So today, I have this very expensive, free plastic bags. These come in Amazon packaging. So my boyfriend thinks I'm crazy. When I get packages, I will go through and I will look at what's the packing material, because I will recycle it eventually, but I always like to use it for training to start out with. I also have some bubble wrap, and bubble wrap comes in all sizes. You can get the tiny ones. You can get, these are really big bubble wrap. They're kind of for special We have them left over from when we were moving. So you can go to Home Depot, you can buy things like these, but I really encourage you to upcycle, and anytime you find any type of packaging that's going to create a loud sound, save it for a training session. So I will get started. I'm going to show you, actually I'll wait. Let me explain what I'm going to do before I bring my dogs out, because once you start training, you always want to be very active and engaged with your dog. So what I'm going to be doing is taking this bubble wrap, and basically, if I had a clicker, I would be clicking, or I can just say yes and get excited. Every time I make a little sound with the bubble wrap, I'm going to offer my dogs a plethora of treats. So I'm gonna back up, and you're gonna see, I'm gonna try to use the space behind me, and forgive me, I just wanna make sure that the framing is right so you can see the dogs. But you're gonna see two dogs react in very different ways. You're going to see my bigger dog, Delilah, is going to be really excited. She'll start wagging her tail. She won't really care about the sounds, and she's going to just dive in and start eating. Penelope, who is my older dog, I rescued her a little bit later in life, so I missed her critical developmental period. And so she's just a little bit more fearful. And that's okay. We have dogs that, just like us, have different levels of anxiety and different levels of kind of inherent fear. And so I have to work a little bit more with Penelope, and I have to really go slower and just be a little bit more patient and soft in my approach, because you're going to see the difference in the way that they both react. So let me grab my num-nums and see if I can get the dogs to wake up. Delilah, can you come on over? Miss P, I got num-nums. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. Here she comes. Here she comes. Did I get a little tail wag? Oh, look at, we got the morning stretch. Stretch. You just waking up, P? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, Pay. So I'm going to give her, hey, Delilah, can you come in here so that people can see you? Like, why don't you come over here? Can you touch? Touch, thank you. There we go. All right, can you guys see them? Give me like a thumbs up. I don't know if you can show me, but I'm just trying to make sure that you can see the dogs here. All right, so P's ready. Sometimes before I start out with my like something that's a little scary, like the bubble sounds, I'm going to do a couple of other quick tricks, because I want my dogs to think that we're having fun. I want them to understand this is a training session, so they don't have to worry. So I can ask Penelope, can I get a high five? Yes. Can I get one from Delilah? Yes. Thank you very much, girls. Let's wake you up. I feel like Delilah's blocking Penelope. Delilah, can you hop up here? Penelope, oh yeah, okay, P, you hops up there. And Delilah, you come over here. There we go. So Delilah, how about a down? How about a stand? Yes. How about a curtsy? How about a go boing? How about a kiss? Very nice. And then let's get Penelope to do some stuff. Delilah, hop up. Delilah, hop up. I know, don't go stealing the num-nums. Hop up, Pete. Hop up. There we go. Penelope. Delilah, you stay there. Penelope, come on down. There you go. So people can see your cute face. So she gives me a high five. She can go down. She can go back to a sit. She can give me a flip. Very good. All right, so it's always good to kind of warm your dogs up. And now we will begin. So I'm going to start out with this bubble wrap. And you see Penelope picks it up and she kind of steps back. So I don't know, it's a little hard to see her. Can you come over here, Pay? There she goes. Come here, Pay. Come here, Pay. Come here, Pay. So even just picking it up for Penelope is scary. You see she's taking the treats, but she kind of retreats because she knows it's about to make a noise. So I'm going to go a little bit slower with Penelope. Hey, Delilah. Thank you. Here, Pay. Here, Pay. Here, Pay. Very good. So I'm just going to make a soft little crinkle. Yes. Good girl. And Delilah's like, this is nothing. Soft crinkle. You see Penelope steps back. Here you go, Pay. And so she's taking the treats, but she's a little bit out of frame. So I'm hoping I can get her back here. Maybe I'll work with Delilah and then I'll bring Penelope back. All right. So Dee, you ready? Can you come touch? Very good. Down. Ready? Boom. Yay. I'm going to just adjust this so you can see. Oh, sorry, my house is so messy. I want you to see Delilah's body language. You see her tail. Watch her tail, what she does. Ready? Boom! Yes! Very good. Very good. So you'll see Delilah's tail when I do the boom. She's so conditioned to sound that she knows something good is going to happen. So you see her tail start wagging. Are you excited? Do you like this game? All right, so now we're going to switch to this bubble wrap. Ready? Yes! Awesome day! Big treat party. Let's go like that so you can see. Try to see her body language while she's eating. I'm going to, so she notices it, her tail's going. Yay! Good job, Dee.
So this is a lot more intense than playing YouTube. It really is like, it is.
Have you guys done anything besides the YouTube videos yet? Or is this your first time?
No, I mean, Monday we did like all of it with a pretty loud, I think my dogs have gotten up to like volume 47. I think some of the other people have gotten up. We're using it on the TV, which is louder than just your phone. But we are using the fireworks. We did pots and pans and things like that yesterday. But I like this because it is very similar to what some people, I think Christina had mentioned, there's some really, really loud ones. So, and they're seeing it and they're seeing the sound coming from that. So I think that it is a little bit more intense. What we did was we played fireworks and we added the noises. So I think if you do this, I like that you're doing it by itself without the sound of fireworks. And then you can put those two things together.
Exactly. Right? And what I wanted to say is with Penelope, because you noticed her reaction, she is very noise sensitive. So with a dog like Penelope, it's hard to demonstrate this in a Zoom live type setup. But what I would do is I might ask somebody to make the sounds using the smaller bubble wrap in one room, and then I would work with her in another room. So that way it's not as intense. You can see with Delilah, she kind of steps back and she's definitely like startled by the sound, but she recovers very fast. Right. She's not, there's no flight drive. She's not running away. She's taking food. You see her tail go. And so with a dog like Delilah, it's okay to do this in close proximity. And just remember, we've worked up to this. This wasn't where Delilah started. With a dog like Penelope, it takes her a lot longer. And even though I have been working with her for years, there are some dogs who may get to a Delilah place where they're just totally comfortable with sounds. And there's other dogs that we have to be a little bit more thoughtful. So Penelope is the kind of dog where I'm going to make sure I have the safe space and the fan and dog TV and lots of different white noise so that I can be muffling the sound. Ooh, I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. If you have multiple dogs in the house, like Christina's got 3 dogs, we normally would recommend putting them all the way and working with one dog at a time if you can keep the other 2 dogs under threshold and they're not like stressing out, So what would you do if you were trying to train Delilah and Penelope not at the same time? You would go put one away. Is there something that you would give them so that they're cool about being put away, so it's not stressful that knowing that your sibling or sister is over there working in the living room?
Absolutely. So we've talked about enrichment. I know on Friday that you're getting ready to have a cooking episode. I'm really excited to join in for that. I'm a huge fan of enrichment. So using things like a snuffle mat, you can even take your Amazon boxes and, with the cardboard that's inside, and you can kind of hide treats in there. You can take a Kong or a Westpaw Topple toy and stuff it with some frozen goodness. It's all about giving your dog something really positive to enjoy while the other dog is training. So that's probably one of the kindest and most fair things you can do. In my situation, because Delilah is so drivey, I really want to put her away when I'm working with a dog like Penelope because she's so sensitive. I want to be able to focus on her needs. Okay. So that's why you're going to see me work more with Delilah, because Penelope is like, she gets a little bit nervous. I have to increase the distance with her.
Okay, so next we're going to go. So if you were to do that, how short of a session would you make it? We've only got Is it 10 days? I mean, I think we're to a 10-day countdown before 4th of July. Would you add that, like you'd add it today and we saw you do about 5 or 6 repetitions, or would you do more than that?
It really depends on your dog. And so this is where it's very important to read body language. I know that in our ebook, we created this free fireworks guide ebook. We talk about an app called Dog Decoder. Right. So if you're someone who questions what your dog is thinking or feeling, I think a lot of you, I know in Yo's community, you guys are the educated pet parents. And so you understand things like ears back, tail tucked, whale eye, a dog retreating. When you see Penelope, she backs up. Yeah. So when you notice your dog is exhibiting any type of stress, that's when you really want to keep your training sessions short. A dog like Delilah, you can go a little bit closer, be a little bit louder, maybe go for a little bit longer. But make sure that you're reading your dog's body language. You want to see, and Delilah.
She wants to go.
She wants to go. She's like, I am waiting here really patiently.
Well, I'm going to remove myself. I know Laura's got another treat for you. So go ahead and show them.
I think someone's at my door. Hold on one second. Speaking of Amazon.
I know she's going to go into part 2. So increase that big loud noise. Start that today if you can. If you didn't do the pots and pans, then you want to add those pots and pans at a distance. The bubble wrap is an option as well.
That woke Penelope up. So now Penelope's back.
Okay, so we did the loud noises. Laura, can you go into part 2 of playing the fireworks sound and going into the fun game that I wanted you to share that I was super excited. I don't know very many dogs that do this, and we went camping and she pulled it out and I was like, oh my God, this is so much fun. I really want some of my clients to know. So talk about the bubbles.
Okay, so bubbles. So Delilah and Penelope, I can't even say my dog's name. That's how early it is. Delilah, Penelope, and I, we travel a lot. And when we travel, I'm always looking for very quick ways to encourage them to exercise in a safe and controlled manner. And so there's a high five. Thank you. Hold on, let me back up so that you guys can see me a little bit better with Delilah. Come here, princess. Come here, princess. Can you come and lay down for me? Thank you. Good girl. Snuggles. Very nice. So I discovered this game, bubbles. I happen to have some bubbles with me. I had seen dogs. These are just kind of from the grocery store. They cost about $1. I had seen dogs playing with bubbles and I wanted to see if my dogs enjoyed it. And it turns out this is one of Delilah's favorite games. So we talk about loud sounds and trying to acclimate dogs to whether it's food or play, giving them something really fun and positive and rewarding when the fireworks sounds are happening. So this is something you can do, preferably if you have a yard. I've never done this in my living room, but Yo asked me last night, she's like, can you show the bubbles? And I asked Delilah, do you want to do bubbles? Do you want to do some bubbles? Yeah? Show them your tail. Can you stand? Can you stand? So see Delilah's tail. She's like, is it that time? It's that time. So what I'm going to do is, because my TV is behind the camera, I'm going to go and pull up some fireworks here on YouTube. So let me go and pull up some fireworks sounds. Like Delilah's picking up the bubbles. She's going to bring them to me. You're going to bring them to me? You want to hold? Show them your hold. 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 Drop. Very good. All right. So I've got some fireworks here on YouTube. Delilah, lay down. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up so that we can start playing fireworks sounds, and then I'm going to start playing bubbles. And so I encourage you, think about your dog's favorite game. Maybe bubbles is something new and exciting. Maybe they like to play tug. They love the flirt pole. Think of something that's really exciting for your dogs. And so you can use that game while you're playing the fireworks sounds to create another positive experience. So here we go. I give her the rest of the num-nums. All right. Oh, shoot. You know what?
I've got fireworks playing. I'll just turn them up.
Can you hear it? Okay. I'm like, it's hard to tell if it's playing with my earphones, but I think it's playing. All right, you ready? Here goes. Here goes. I'm going to stand up so you can see her body language a little bit better. Look at her tail. Come forward, come forward, come forward. Right over here. Right over here. Good girl. Can you sit? Yeah, can you strike a pose? Can you go boing? Can you back it up? Can you speak? Yes. Can you curtsy? Yes. Medicine? Yes. And oh, a bonus strike a pose. Very good. Here it goes. Super fun way to wake up. Yeah, gee. Yeah, gee. She's like, my mom's never done bubbles in the house. This is amazing. Here, G, here's some more. Here's some more. And we're going to get soap all over our floor. And I got to give a shout out to Ruggable Carpets because I don't care about making a mess because I've got a washable area rug. Yeah, D. Very good, D. So I think that's a good demo. Yo, let me know if you need me to go on.
No, that's good. That's good. So just
every time. Let's
sorry. Okay. Bye,
just
YouTube.
showing another game that you can play if your dog enjoys it, you know, doing something like that. There has been, yeah. So yeah, that's what I said. I go, there is some bacon scented bubble solution at the pet store. I have not, I think I bought it and I brought it on the camping trip and never pulled it out. And I think Laura, I asked you about why don't you just use regular
Why don't
bacon?
I use the bacon bubbles? So here's the thing. I am like 99% the crazy eco-friendly, like even my dog treats I've created, they're made of all human grade meat and organic non-GMO veggies. So my dogs eat healthy like 99% of the time. So although yes, she's popping soap, I don't really consider it eating soap because it's kind of just air. What I've noticed is that the bacon flavored bubbles, they're really sticky and they're hard and they don't tend to blow up as much. So I've noticed Delilah when she chases a lot of tiny bubbles, it's exciting, but then she kind of like loses interest quickly with the big bubble wands. And if you search Amazon, like bubble wand, oh, look at Delilah's bringing me the remote control. Yeah. Why are you bringing me the remote? You need something? Yeah. She says, I'd like to either have some num-nums or play with bubbles again, Mom. Come here, princess. Come here. Come here. There we go. Oh, poor Delilah. Poor Delilah. Mommy does all these Zooms. So I noticed with the smaller bubbles, she's not quite as excited. I think there's something about the large bubbles that the bubble wand creates that really kind of serve her prey drive. I would much rather her chase bubbles than bunnies or squirrels or any type of wildlife. So it kind of satisfies that like really fun predatory instinct to hunt and to chase in a way that I know is safe.
Right.
So yeah, so that is why I don't use the bacon flavored bubbles, but I encourage you to start with those. Try those. If your dog likes them, then stick with them. I'm really like personally, I've got my brand. I'm trying to think about how do I create eco-friendly flavored bubbles that blow up really big. So you guys heard it first. If any of you are scientists or chemical engineers, let me know, because I think that would be, if you could have healthy bubbles for dogs, oh my gosh, that'd be amazing.
So for day 3, we'd like you guys to make an effort on doing something unordinary, like something that you don't normally do. I was going to show like Bentley just going after a ball. So I would kick it and we would play soccer in the house with the sound of fireworks. So I will probably record a quick little video of us doing that because he's super hungry. Surprised not on the counter again. And I'll do that. So I'll play soccer in the house. Laura did the bubbles in the house. So we encourage you to do something unordinary while you're doing the fireworks, just making it a really, really fun. So we added loud noises yesterday, add something different. I like that the noises were different today, very similar to what fireworks were sound like, but you didn't do fireworks and the loud noises. That's a really, really cool step. You also heard her say that if your dog is showing signs of stress, you might want to back up or have someone else do it in the other room so that you can, you know, gradually get to the point where Delilah is, where you're popping them right in front of her and then offering. The other thing you noticed Laura do is she dropped a lot of food. It's like, boom, food, right?
Totally. We want to create a treat party.
Yeah. But for Penelope, or for those of you that are still helping your dog along on changing their mind about these sounds, you might have to go food first and then the sound. So again, you've got two ways of doing it. You've got sound, then food for the dog that's bouncing back, resilient, bye honey, and able to like recover pretty quickly. They're like, where the tail's super waggedy, super waggedy. The tail is waggy. I like it. And then you've got the other one. So the other type of training where you're going to feed first, get them committed to the game or the food, and then add the sound of the fireworks. So those of you that are here with us today, which way are you going about it? Which dog are you? Which dog do you have? Do you have a Delilah Jane? So just put DJ yes, or do you have a Penelope who's showing signs of fear, maybe backing up, like oh? So then just put P. So DJ or P, let us know.
And Delilah is really funny. She's here, and because I've got Num Nums in front of me and Bubbles, I don't know if you can tell, she keeps like picking up the remote control and giving me things because she really wants to work. Honey. Yeah. Showing me a little itchy. You're a little itchy.
Laura, can you talk a little bit about your dog TV? I'm waiting. We got, let's see what anyone says. So we got a user that says a little bit of both and neither. Zoe barks and gets mad. So what would you do for this? Laura?
Oh, it's so interesting how all of our dogs kind of manifest their fear or anxiety in different ways. There's some dogs who might bark and get mad. They're fearful and they don't like it. There's some dogs, a lot of like border collies and Aussies who will like bark because they're excited and they get really stimulated. And so I think it really just depends on what's your dog's motivation. So think about, is Zoe more food motivated? Is she more toy motivated? And I would start the sounds maybe in another room. If you don't have another person to help, I would maybe start them at a very low volume in the other room to just try to keep your dog under threshold, right?
So Pam, you say your dog's a little bit of both. We're afraid of the visuals of where the sound is coming from, or the visuals of actual fireworks. Let me have you clarify. And then Teely says, kind of between, but more P. More Penelope. Okay. So you're going to
Penelope. I think most dogs are.
I think you're going to take things a little slower, right? You're going to get the lower volume and get the duration. You're going to focus on that. You're not going to focus on the loud noises. You're going to focus just on the little sounds of the fireworks playing in the background while you're doing something fun. You're going to keep that volume down, maybe not just 2 minutes before you go up, but maybe it's 3 or 4 minutes before you go up. It's important that you take that extra time to get to the point where your dog's comfortable, because it's going to be a war zone this 4th of July. Probably they're saying the biggest 4th of July festivities ever.
It's crazy. And I think one other thing, have you guys done any type of food preference test or, kind of figuring out your dog's currency? Delilah's bopping.
We have we do a treat tournament.
A treat tournament?
Yeah, with new clients, but I should probably mention that again to understand like what the highest reinforcement is for your dog. I mentioned on Monday that I barbecued a hamburger patty just for this training. I do 1 patty a day. My dog is, you saw him counter surf, and I've got a dog bed right there that says don't counter surf, and he's still up there. And here's Pam clarified where the sound is coming from, the vibration, seeing the trash trucks, the fireworks, okay, except the M80s. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have a dog that's more Penelope, a little bit more fearful or barking and getting mad and it's clearly stressing your dog out, I would think about what is the highest value reinforcer. So think about your favorite meal in the world. Delilah's like, it's Num Nums. she's over here stealing because she knows I'm busy talking to you guys. So I would think about, what does your dog love that they don't get enough of? So maybe it's salmon, maybe it's a burger, maybe it's filet mignon if your dog is really lucky. That's kind of my dog's favorite thing, is like, you know, not the cheap steak. They want like the top good stuff. Think about what is it, and this is something really interesting. When I was working on my TV show Dog Masters, we had a dog that we were trying to administer a vaccine to, and unfortunately the rescue folks were just like manhandling this poor dog, and so the dog wasn't interested in meat. What I did, and again, this is not something that I recommend all the time, but on special occasions, something like vanilla ice cream. It's not healthy. It's filled with sugar and it's dairy, so you have to really be careful, make sure that your dog doesn't have any health issues. But it's such a novel, interesting flavor that, like, if my dogs get a little lick of my ice cream, they go crazy. So you might want to think about, what is a novel, interesting little snack that you can offer. And Delilah's over here. She's popping bubbles for herself.
Whipped cream. There's
whipped
like
cream,
coconut cream. There's even like the frozen yogurt.
Cheese, frozen yogurt. There's like the little totally unhealthy like squeezy cheese, or just like cream cheese.
So what you're saying, Laura, is like pull out the really, really good stuff, regardless if it's like not part of your diet, right? Just because you need to get through it. I get it. Good advice.
Yeah, this is as long as you have. Delilah's literally popping bubbles for herself. This is what happens when you get a really operant dog. She's like popping it and looking at me like, I made it go boom. Now I'd like a treat, please.
That's funny.
This dog. Yeah.
All right, guys. So go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, make sure that if you are feeding your dog something that is not typically healthy, please make sure that you have a healthy adult dog that doesn't have any digestive issues. This is really not for puppies, not for senior dogs, not for dogs that have any type of liver or kidney issues. Make sure you've got a dog like Delilah who has an iron stomach, and that you're using food that you know agrees well with your dog. So that's just my disclaimer there.
Right. So going on to day 3, everyone's at a different level. So if your dogs are ready, we did the noise, you know, just the fireworks going on your TV, and you're increasing the volume every 2 minutes. We added dropping stuff on the floor, which adds the vibration, right? The vibration of the ground moving, you know, and it's visual. And then Thursday, we're going to do the outdoor smell of fireworks. So we're going to be lighting those, what are they called, Laura? Poppets.
Yeah. Poppets.
So we're going to be lighting these where the smell of fireworks is in the air. So we're going to be doing that in the outside with my dog. Laura won't be able to visit us tomorrow. And then Friday, we're going to talk about meal prep and making some stuff for your dog to really get down and chew on when the fireworks are actually going. So we're going to talk about that, as well as on Friday, we're going to be talking about what the day of 4th of July should look like and the 2 days before. You're going to really dive into getting your dog pretty much as exhausted as possible so that they can just sleep right through it. Best case scenario, they just fall asleep and they're like, what 4th of July? I didn't even know you're gone. That would be, yeah. So day 3, 15 minutes. Again, all I would love for you to do, and this is just so that you can, you know, I know, Laura knows, our training team is like, they did it awesome. We just know your dogs are safe and we don't have any one of our clients' animals jumping over the fence to get out. Please post a picture, even your dog's paws, picture of the TV screen, something that says, I did it. That's it. That's all I want to see you say is just, yes, I did it. And those of you that are sharing videos, thank you, because you are giving new pet parents that really don't understand what the big hype is about this. You're giving them lots of ideas and you're motivating them to actually go and do that, right? By you sharing your full video, there's some of you that are really posting some great videos, you're giving other new pet parents the motivation and some really fantastic ideas. So please continue to do what you're doing. Laura, thank you so much for coming and joining us here. And thank you for bringing Delilah, Jane, and Penelope. And then tell us one more time, Dog TV, and when is the Dog Masters going to be where we can see it?
Thank you for having me. So Dog TV, I am their new training advisor. I'm going to be doing a once a month Ask Me Anything. Tomorrow it's Canine Enrichment Week, and so I'm going to be talking about nutritional enrichment. If you're looking for some new ways to create enrichment, please join me. I'll have Yo drop the link below for Dog TV. And then Dog Masters is a new show coming out. We are just signed a deal with the big distributors, so can't quite share yet, but I've got a new series coming out that's all about dog training and lifestyle. So I'm excited to share, and you guys will be the first to know.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining us. This was day 3. Please, please, please share your post under the video, under comments, share your post. And remember that this is a free 5-day challenge. So if you can reach out in the community and you want to share with anyone else that has a pet that might be struggling, please just share the link and have them join us. But bye for now. Thank you again, Laura. And I will chat with you a little bit later. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us. Be good to your dogs.
Bye.